Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing out there? This here's one of the problem areas in this old house. It's right underneath of a window, and I went and caulked where the stucco meets the window, storm window. Out there, you can't see it because it's still dark out, but I'm thinking maybe it was taking on a little bit of water from there, and over time this has deteriorated. You can see way down in there, right? And I attempted to patch this about a year ago, and I didn't realize it was still a problem. So this here is a newer joint compound, but it's falling apart again from deep down in there. Now I had checked the roof because I was concerned about that being the issue, but everything looked tight up there. So I'm hoping that sealing up this where the stucco meets the window is going to do the trick. If not, I'm going to be doing this again after I get up and investigate the roof again. But these old houses in the city are typical. This is a typical thing for this. This house was built in the 1800s by Frederick Douglass. When he was emancipated and started to make some money, he actually bought this property and built 5 houses called Douglas Place. So it's an historic house. And it's a cool house. It's a really cool house. It has been neglected though over the years. You can see here some of the botched work that's been done. Look at the rosette. It's been split. So this is something that's been going on for a while. You can see here where there's a bunch of half-ass work that's going on. It's we lost a third of that rosette there, and it's a shame because the millwork in these places was so cool. I mean, back in the day when they did this millwork, I mean, it was all handwork. It was all done really nice. There's a high degree of craftsmanship involved, and it just always seems sacrilegious to me, man, to let something like this go. And a lot of people gut this stuff and throw prime finger joint up in place of it. This one here, this doorway here, I've done more work on. I've cleaned this one up, and it's looks a lot better. But that give you an idea. And this one here has lost about a third of this, probably from somebody trying to fix this wall over and over again. It's like I said, this is a common problem in these city row houses where the back bumps out. This is the back side of the house. This is where the water runs off, and oftentimes there's not a gutter and downspout where it bumps out at. You got the gutter and downspout all the way at the back. So there's like an L shape that comes in and returns back, and off of that part of the roof, a lot of water comes down that inside corner, and it'll actually run all the way down to the first floor and even into the basement if the roof's not kept up. It happens. It happens frequently around here on these houses. But this is a cool old house. And here's the hatch, the access that goes up into the attic crawl space, which I'm thinking I'm going to leave that checked paint on and just clean it up a little bit and put a nice finish on it. I think it'll match well with this rough looking. It almost looks like concrete the way that it's been parged over. And this is getting a lighter shade of gray on it. What's on here now has a sandy kind of texture to it. That's it's a dry lock product, similar to dry lock, with a really sandy texture to hide a lot of the flawed crap that people have put on here throughout the years. This wall had hand painted wallpaper on it, and then they overlaid that with some kind of like really heavy material, like a heavy wallpaper. I don't even know what it is, but it was glued on there really good, and that was done to hold the plaster that was dilapidated and falling out. They did that to hold that plaster in rather than clean it up and fix it right. So there was water damage at some point in this area up here too, and you could see where it was. You could see it where it was really clearly before I started on this, and it ran all the way down and did a lot of damage all the way down the stairwell. There's the stairwell. The winders on this are really cool. It's a dangerous stairway though if you have a hip problem, knee problem, or little kids. I've walked the little kids up and down here. My little grandchildren, I walk them up and down here by hand. Of course, little Michael, he hops down them now, but I still keep the little ones, the two smaller kids, I keep an eye on them down here because, boy, that's one hell of a fall right there, man. You're going down hard. But anyway, these steps here, I have a coat of primer on them, but I've gotten some paint dripped on them, and so I have to scrub them down again and clean them up, put another coat of primer on here to get it once the walls are finished and the ceiling. Here's a refurbished chandelier that I got a hold of, man. I like this light. Pretty cool. Got a lot of glass on it. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It was all tarnished up and hideous looking, and I cleaned it up really good and hit it with satin black, and came up with this. It's a lot of light coming off there, isn't it? Really cool looking. Look at that. Yeah. I have the plate dropped, the paint around it, and I'm probably going to have to put a little bit of mud up there to cover it the rest of the way. So you can see the old wiring that I had to hook up, and it's got a two-way switch on it. Sorry, three-way. Which was a pain in the butt because I had to trace the old wire, or trace the wiring down and figure out, troubleshoot to figure out what to hook up where. Switch plate's got to go back on when I'm finished. So I got a lot of work to do just in this little hallway. But the main thing is to make sure that the roof is tight and that that this doesn't keep happening here. I'm going to be really upset if I go through all this again and I saw plaster starts blister, paint starts blistering, and the plaster starts blistering, and I'm back down to sand again. Look at that, man. That's old school work. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, right in here, look at this old flooring here. It's been painted so many times with so many different colors and whatnot. It almost looks kind of cool if it was cleaned up. I might just clean it up. And this goes all the way through into the bathroom. Changes up right here. God only knows what's underneath of that. And again, we had somebody decide to put a vinyl flooring down, 12 by 12 vinyl flooring tiles on top of masonite in a bathroom. Bad idea. Bad idea. You see, masonite will delaminate really easy with moisture, and when you're using 12 by 12 vinyl tiles, there's no way you're going to keep water out of those gaps. Now, if the substrate were better, it would last longer. Maybe if you had gone with a Luan type moisture resistant underlayment, fastened down very well, maybe with ring shanks. You know, if the substrate was better, you could get away with the vinyl. You know, if it was installed properly. But with this crap here, look at that. You know, it's just not going to hold up. A waste of time. Again, a half-ass fix, you know, in a rental property. You know, but I got enough hardwood flooring to run that through from the bathroom through this hallway. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Whatever it is, it's going to be cheap because I don't have the money to dump into it. So I'm still thinking about it, but anyway, it's a lot of stuff to do. But most important thing is to just get busy doing it, actually doing the work, and not thinking about it as much. Just actually get busy and doing it. But here I am on Easter morning talking to you, and I'm not getting a whole lot done work-wise. But you know, it is like going on 3 o'clock in the morning, so I guess I can forgive myself for that. Speaking of forgiveness, it is Easter Sunday, and Christians around the world are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You know, He has risen. He has risen. And when I was studying sacred scripture and dogmatic theology in the Christian tradition, soteriology, which is basically the study of salvation, it became very apparent that the resurrection of Jesus Christ is a critical part of the Christian faith. Some call it the capstone of Christianity, with good reason, because if Jesus Christ had not been resurrected in that physical body, there would be no salvation in the Christian faith. So regardless of whatever you believe, whatever your religious or spiritual beliefs are, whatever you hold to, doesn't really matter what you believe, as long as you have something to keep you straightened out and happy. That's my opinion at this point in the game. But to those that, to everybody that holds to Christianity and trust in Jesus Christ as your Savior, I wish you a happy Easter. So yeah, it's getting late. I'm gonna probably take a nap in a little while and get up and go spend some time with the grandkids. And I think I'm gonna do one of those Easter egg hunts. When I was a kid, we used to find coins on Easter morning. My mother would go around and she would hide coins all over the house. And my brother and my sister and I would get really excited going around hunting down these pennies, nickels, dimes, and every now and then there was $1, maybe a silver dollar, 50-cent piece. It was a big deal. It was so exciting and so much fun. So I got some coins downstairs in a coffee cup. I think I'm gonna take those over with me and try to hide some of them. I don't know whether we'll do it out back or wherever, and kind of do like a hunt. You know, they get excited about that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. But that's going to be after a nap because I'm exhausted now. Had a long day, and just feel like I'm under a lot of stress to get some things done around here. It is spring, and I've had a lot of downtime in the past 5.5, 6 months, and feels like I got to play catch up. So pushing it. But anyway, enough of my rambling here. Just wanted to tell everybody Happy Easter, and if you don't believe in Easter and all that, still have a wonderful Sunday, and best wishes to you and your endeavors today. And those that can receive peace, receive it. And like I've been saying, those that are warring from within, I hope that your suffering brings you to the truth. And with that, have a good one. See y'all later.